Lent is now upon us. Are you ready for this liturgical season? Today is Wednesday, March 5th. From Ave Maria Radio, this is Michigan Mornings. Good morning from Ishpeming. I'm Matthew Handley. Today is Ash Wednesday. Let's begin with this news. Pope Francis remains in stable condition at Rome's Gemelli Hospital and suffered no breathing episodes yesterday. The Holy See press office says that overnight he did undergo some non-invasive mechanical ventilation. Senator Elissa Slotkin says Americans want change, but it has to be done in a responsible way and not recklessly.
Do his plans actually help Americans get ahead? Not even close.
The Michigan senator made those remarks while delivering the Democratic response to President Trump's address to a joint session of Congress last night. Slotkin said Trump talked a big game on the economy during his speech, but she urged Americans to read the fine print. She took aim at Elon Musk and what she called the, quote, mindless firing of critical government employees. The city of Detroit is launching a pilot phase of a rental ordinance and is encouraging landlords to get on board with the program early. Starting May 1st, rental properties need to have a certificate of compliance confirming they have had a safety inspection in order to legally rent to tenants. The Building, Safety Engineering, and Environmental Department will use the pilot period to gather feedback from property owners, tenants, stakeholders, and inspectors before the inspections are required. A list of zip codes included in the pilot is available online, and rental owners not included are asked to wait until the program is in place to schedule their inspections. The University of Michigan is joining 14 other universities to accelerate research with artificial intelligence in partnership with OpenAI. The program is called Next Gen AI, and University of Michigan officials say they will be working on AI uses that broadly benefit society. OpenAI is committing $50 million to the project for research grants, computer funding, and more. And the Mackinac Island City Council has rejected a proposed ferry ticket and parking price hike, claiming a monopoly on the ferry service after both major ferry lines were acquired by a Florida-based company. In response, the ferry companies have filed a federal lawsuit arguing the council exceeded its authority and asking the court to overturn the decision. The city's contract with the ferry companies allows the council to regulate fares if no competition exists, which the companies admitted in their lawsuit. The Hoffman family of companies, which now owns both Shepler's and the Star Line, cites significant investments and increased operating costs as reasons for the price hikes. The lawsuit follows a breakdown in negotiations between the ferry companies and the city over the proposed increases. This is Michigan Mornings. Now this.
Dr. Ray Guarendi.
I was raised in an Italian Catholic home. We went to church. That's what you did. And now that I'm older, I can't thank my parents enough for allowing me to know about our Lord, because ultimately the base that they gave me kept pulling me back to the Catholic Church, even though I wandered as a young adult.
The Doctor is In is coming up today at 1 on Ave Maria Radio. We're going to have a rainy day in Detroit. Our high will be near 57. Tonight, the rain sticks around until the early morning hours. Our low will drop to about 30. Tomorrow, it'll be cloudy through mid-morning with gradually clearing skies later on. It'll be cooler with a high near 39. Friday, we have a chance of snow in the afternoon. It'll be mostly cloudy with temperatures near 42. And Saturday will be mostly sunny with a high near 40. It's going to be a rainy day in the Saginaw Valley, and our high is going to be near 58. Tonight, the rain sticks around until the early morning hours, and our low will dip to 26. Tomorrow, expect cloudy skies, which will clear later on. It'll be chilly with a high near 36. Friday will be partly sunny with temperatures near 40, and Saturday will be mostly sunny with a high near 37. Welcome back to Michigan Mornings. I'm Matthew Handley. The season of Lent is now upon us. I don't know about you, but it snuck up pretty quickly. Yesterday, EWTN President and COO Doug Keck spoke with Marcus Peter on Ave Maria in the afternoon about this season.
And in many ways, as Ash Wednesday's readings kind of start us off, the idea of penance, but really it's our Lord and the 40 days in the desert as a way for us to see ourselves with that same thing that our Lord was willing to sacrifice, fast, obviously praying. I mean, he may not have been almsgiving at the time, but, and putting himself in a position to be tempted by the devil. Which we see all the time in our lives through social media, through many of the other things that are happening in our lives, all these temptations, all these distractions. That's why in fasting, fasting from social media, maybe you can't do everything, but maybe you can get off Facebook or maybe you can get off whatever. You find one that's distracting you the most, at least if you can't give them all up, give up one. It's better to do something, than to fail and do nothing,
Right.
So,
right.
or and almsgiving, it's not just money; it's your talent, it's your time. So many things are just a matter of finding the time to do things. And what you find, I think, I'm sure you find the same thing we all find, is that when we actually try to do the things and relate good works for the Lord, or going to adoration or something like that, it's amazing how all the other things still get done.
Right.
You think they're not going to get done, but if you do those right things, it's like, well, how did that happen? But it does.
As I mentioned earlier, the church is a mother, and as a good mother, she wants to give us different times of the year where we get these breaks, if you will, in the way we conduct our life. There's a cyclic reality to the liturgical calendar that evokes within us, with the change of the seasons, the change of the spiritual seasons. And so the spirituality of the season of Lent is meant to usher us into what we can experience as a newfound springtime.
Catch Ave Maria in the afternoon, weekdays at 4 o'clock. And as a friendly reminder, while today is not a holy day of obligation, it's still a good day to go to Mass and receive ashes, as it's a good way to start off this penitential season. Check with your local parish to see what Mass times are available near you. I'm Matthew Handley. That's going to do it for this edition of Michigan Mornings. Lord willing, I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Until then, goodbye.